test, mic test. Mic test 1, 2. Mic test 1, 2. Okay. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good? Okay.
How's everybody sound? Good? Okay. John, I'll wait for your cue. Aloha and good morning. Today, Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke is joined by state, county, and community leaders to announce the launch of the state's high-speed internet initiative. We will first hear from our speakers, followed by an opportunity for questions and answer. So at this time, I'd like to invite all of our partners to join us behind the ceremonial desk, and our first speaker will be Lieutenant Governor Sylvia Luke.
Good morning and thanks for being here. Today we are here together to formally launch ConnectCO, a statewide initiative to ensure that communities across Hawaii have reliable and affordable access to high-speed internet. A reliable internet connection is essential to access quality healthcare, education, government, career opportunities, and more. Yet nearly 1 in 10 households in Hawaii does not have internet access. Federal government is making a once-in-a-generation investment to expand high-speed internet access that will impact everyone from Keiki to Kupuna. Hawaii has already been awarded over $300 million, and we are poised to receive even more funding from the federal government. This partnership relies on federal, state, and local governments, nonprofit organizations, and private sectors. We are especially thankful to Senator Brian Schatz and the federal delegation and dedicated boots in the community like Riley Saito and Shola Kaiapu Trevino of Hawaii County, who flew in to be with us today. We also want to recognize hardworking community folks like the Broadband Hui, the Honolulu City County, Constancio Perronel, who have been doing a lot of the legwork. ConnectCO is about ensuring it's all of us together. Mahalo.
Thank you. Our next speaker is Chung Chang, the Strategic Broadband Coordinator at the Hawaii Broadband and Digital Equity Office.
Aloha. With over $300 million in federal funding for Hawaii, we have a unique opportunity to get our rural areas connected and to develop and deploy digital equity programs to bridge the digital divide in our communities. And it's not just an opportunity, it's a call to action, a call to collaborate for every community in the state to identify the needs and to help us shape the broadband efforts in the state. I want to point out this sheet right here that shows a federal allocation. This is as of today. It's going to be updated as we are expecting more funds to come in from the federal government. And so the updated chart will be posted on the website. Hawaii Broadband and Digital Equity Office just completed the public comment period for our state digital equity plan on October 31st. But we're going to continue to incorporate the public's feedback and submit the completed plan and hang with me here, National Telecommunications and Information Administration, NTIA, this month. NTIA is part of the U.S. Department of Commerce that's the awarding agency. We are hoping to be awarded additional federal funds for digital equity next year. Additionally, University of Hawaii is working through its public comment period that starts today for the BEAD. It stands for Broadband Equity Access and Deployment Funding. Just make sure I get the information here. So the public information sessions are being held throughout this month and are scheduled, and the schedule will be posted on the website. The state is seeking feedback and commentary from the communities that will be served. Public comment for Hawaii's initial proposal will be accepted through December 10th, 2023. And Garrett Yoshimi, who's the Vice President for Information Technology and CIO with the University of Hawaii, is here to answer any questions you may have regarding BEAD. And lastly, I want to close that, too many of in our communities are with unreliable or no internet service. They also lack devices like laptops and computers, or don't have the digital literacy skills to be able to safely navigate the internet. These funding will help ensure that everyone will have the confidence and ability to thrive in the digital world. Thank you.
Mahalo, Chung. Our next speaker is Katie Ducat, Deputy to the Chair, Department of Hawaiian Homelands.
Aloha. Thank you, Lieutenant Governor, for bringing everyone together today. On behalf of the Department of Hawaiian Homelands, I want to express our appreciation for the partnerships that we have been building with the University of Hawaii, the Hawaii Broadband Digital Equity Office, the counties, and with our federal partners to ensure that our Hawaiian Homelands communities are part of the statewide effort for better internet connectivity. The opportunity provided by the NTIA through the Tribal Broadband Connectivity Program, in which DHHL has thus far been awarded $17.2 million, recognizes that for many of our communities and located on Hawaiian homelands, reliable internet connectivity has been a challenge. Many of DHHL's communities, especially those in rural areas, are the same unserved or underserved communities that should be prioritized when it comes to moving toward internet for all. Thus, we are incredibly appreciative of the support of the partnerships that are developing through this initiative as we pursue additional funding support, grow in our knowledge of broadband, and closely collaborate to make sure the needs of DHHL's beneficiaries are met. The collaboration between those here today embodies the commitment to the Native Hawaiian community, and in particular, DHHL beneficiaries, by working with our federal, state, and county partners to ensure we maximize every dollar. We must ensure that no one is left behind in this fast-paced digital age. We believe that access to high-speed internet is not just a luxury, but a fundamental right, a key that unlocks doors to essential services, education, and economic opportunities. In a world where connectivity is synonymous with opportunity, this partnership offers more than just convenience, it offers resilience. It is a testament to our determination to build a future that can withstand the challenges of the modern world. This partnership goes beyond technology and economics. It's about innovation, culture, and community. It's about placing Hawaiians and Hawaii at the forefront of technology and innovation. By bolstering high-speed internet access, we ensure that Hawaiian culture, traditions, and language have a powerful platform from which to be shared with the world. The Lahui should not only take part in the digital age, but we should be leaders in it. We are embarking on a journey to bridge the digital divide, ensuring that high-speed internet is not a privilege, but a right. It's a journey of transformation where we recognize that our digital destiny is woven with our cultural heritage. It's about connecting our past, our present, and our future. Today marks the beginning of a promising future for Hawaiians, for the state of Hawaii, and for every individual who calls this place home. Together, we embark on a journey where technology, innovation, and culture converge, fostering an environment where dreams can become reality. Mahalo.
Thank you. And next we have Ka'ala Souza, Digital Equity Consultant at Digital Ready Hawaii.
Thank you. I just want to say on behalf of all the uncles and the aunties around our state who don't have internet connection, don't know how to use their computers, don't know how to turn it on, I'm thrilled about this possibility for where we are in our pai'aina. ConnectCO is a vision statement. My Olelo Hawaii teacher told me in the beginning of my first class, it says, aloha kako means that there be aloha between all of us. It's not aloha with just some of us. So vision statement is Kako, ConnectCO, is let all of us be connected, not just some of us. Right now we're at a Connect Mako level, which only some of us, not all of us, are connected. If you go to Kalaupapa, there's a little spot right on the airport, right in the little hallway there, that has a sign that says, put your phone here for best internet connection. And if the waves are really big and the storm is really hard, you're not going to get internet there. You go to Ka'u, we did a computer class out there, and we had to tell the participants to imagine what it would be like and just squint their eyes because we couldn't get internet because a few days before there was an earthquake. So there's a huge challenge for us geographically to do this, but when all of us are connected, all of us, not just some of us, that's the thing. But my thing is that it's not just physical infrastructure, fiber, connecting us to the internet. We have to have the skills, the digital literacy to be able to do this. You can have the Autobahn, you can have a Ferrari, but if you can't drive stick, you're not going to be able to use this stuff. So it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter unless you have the skills. And so part of this ConnectCO is for programs to increase and upskill our workforce, to be able to connect our kupuna around the state, to be able to give our kids opportunities to stay in Hawaii. It's a fantastic thing. About 50% of our kids can't swim, and we live in an island state. And we live in a digital world, and over 50% of our state's population is not going to be able to pass the basic digital literacy test that you can take on the Hawaii State Library page. So this is the thing that we want to address. I think ConnectCO gives us an opportunity to accept this challenge, to work together. Appreciate that. One last story. One of the early classes we did in Molokai, there was an auntie, there was a Rosie Davis, a community member there in Molokai, working with Lynn DeQuate, put together a mini health clinic and a food drive. It was right next door to a computer class that I had. I had free computers from the Council for Native Hawaiian Advancement. Dr. Kelly Withy from AHEC was there. It was a fantastic collaboration. There's one auntie that walked out of that day. I saw her pulling her little basket and had a loaf of bread, a dozen eggs, and a free laptop that we'd given her. And I think that's the vision. We want to scale this, and ConnectCO gives us an opportunity to scale so all of our state has this. It's all of us, not just some of us. Thank you.
As you can see from the community around us, the people who are here today, this is an issue that is important. People are passionate about it. And as you hear about some of the stories and some of our difficulties and challenges, you understand why Internet for All is not just something nice to have, but it's a necessity, and it's equivalent to a utility. We want to just encourage people to learn more about Internet access and what this initiative is all about. We encourage people to look on our website. It's connectcaco.org. It will have list of information on the initiative and list of meetings. And at this point in time, we just want to thank everybody for being here and thank everybody for just believing in this cause and how important and transformative it will be for the state of Hawaii. And we will take questions.
How much of this will benefit average people at home who may already have an internet service provider, may already think they're getting high-speed internet, but may not be getting the speeds that they're promised? I mean, how much of an effort is it going to be to improve internet service for people who think they're paying for it now?
Yeah. So with that, I will turn it over to either Chung or Garrett.
Thanks, LG. Thanks, Darryl. Thanks for the question. So part of this is also the outreach effort that goes to not just digital literacy, but to make sure that folks understand how to get the most out of what they already buy, like you said, and in addition to make sure that we do connect the unconnected.
What is that? What is it people should do?
So a lot of, in particular in your question, and I think we talked about this a couple of times, it's really make sure that they understand what the service is supposed to be like and what kind of process they can go through, who they can call, what kind of resources are available, and that's part of the outreach that happens for all of these folks.
So does some of the infrastructure investment go to improving the data volume that goes into some communities that are not served that way, as opposed to just new service areas? I mean, how much of this is to improve existing infrastructure where people either live?
So we can't overbuild or duplicate infrastructure that's already in place, but absolutely, part of the infrastructure investment is to make sure there is upstream capacity so that everybody gets what they pay for.
We'll turn to KSCB now for the next question, and Lieutenant Governor will repeat for the
Okay, thank you.
How soon can people potentially get connected, and what is the minimum people should expect to pay?
Yeah. So the question is, how soon can people expect to be connected, and will it impact the current internet prices? So this is similar to the prior question of how what is the impact of this initiative on average individuals. So let me just take you back into 2019. In 2019, the connection between Kauai and rest of the island was cut off, so the folks on Kauai was without internet access for almost an entire day. Because right now we depend on private providers, including Spectrum and Hawaiian Telecom, for the most part, we are relying on private providers to make decisions on what is financially equitable or financially plausible for them to go into certain communities. As you can imagine, there are certain communities, including what Kaala said, is that there are certain communities when you drive through, for instance, you drive through Hana, you're not going to get internet connection. When you drive through certain areas in Molokai, you're on Lanai, and even at the airport, I can't search the internet just to see when the airline is going to be there. So we already know there are pockets in our community that just doesn't have any lines, any terrestrial or fiber lines, because it's not basically profitable for private providers. So what this initiative is, it is leveraging federal funds to put fiber lines in communities that don't have fiber lines, but at the same time, if we can encourage competition and if we can work with private providers, we're hopeful that it will increase access in areas that don't have access, and hopefully what it will do is decrease the amount of cost that people are paying, because right now, because of lack of competition, people are pretty much stuck to the providers that we have currently. Anybody else? Any other questions? Yeah.
Follow up on that. How do you determine where these pockets are? Is there a cost benefit? I think Garrett and I did talk about this before. Is it for asking the public to participate in a mapping program, for example, say, go run your internet test and tell us what your speed is so you can identify that? Is that part of this plan?
Yeah. So the question is, how do you determine what communities will receive services and where we are going to prioritize how the funding will be used? With that, I will turn it over to either Chung or Garrett.
We're debating on who answers the question here. But so a lot of this is about identifying the unserved locations. So the dots on the map. It's an ongoing process by which we make sure that everybody is represented on the map. And then in addition to that, looking at the performance of the internet service that folks are subscribing to. And again, we make sure that the performance matches, or we try to make sure the performance matches what they're paying for. But it is about looking at the service and the facilities, the infrastructure that serves all the different areas, making sure that the unconnected get connected. And part of that includes making sure that we have upstream capability or the infrastructure that feeds the endpoint services. So it's kind of a convoluted answer, but there's a lot of eyes that go into the process.
So just to be clear then, so some of this money will go to improving the bandwidth of data that can go to some of these areas.
Yes.
By basically using government money to subsidize the providers providing this service.
So the idea is to use public funds to lift the capital constraints that were previously restricting some of that investment.
Sounds like socialism.
Not socialism.
Yeah, so just to follow up on Darrell's question about will some of these funds be used to plot out where some of the deficiencies are, and that's the importance of the public comment period. The FCC has directed the private partners to voluntarily release some of the information. Of course, some of the information may or may not be complete. So we are relying on the public comments, and we are relying on the community to tell us, hey, you know what, I may have an internet service, but it takes a long time for me to go and search. Even right here at the state capitol, if thousands of people are logging in because they're testifying, as you can imagine, I mean, it's slow, and we have drop internet service. And I think those are the stories, and those are the comments that we're looking for. And then that will help us improve, and that will help us get a lot of those comments and back to the federal government and work with the federal government and show some of the deficiencies. Any other questions? If not, this is a really exciting time. We have never had a situation where the federal government invested this type of monies into improving broadband and internet service. And I think coming out of COVID, everyone recognized that whether it was workforce need, whether it was educational, whether even just to apply for government services, you are going to need internet service, and you are going to need the ability to navigate some of the websites and some of the online application process. So this will be a transformative time, and we're very excited. And please continue to log on for more information. Thank you very much. Take this off.
Oh, yeah. Someone's taller behind me. Garrett, you should come in.
Geometry.
You can spread a little bit outward. Yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
It's a little, yeah, it's down on your side. No, the whole thing down there.
Oh, yeah, just a little higher, don't want to cover him. Okay, here you go. All right, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And I have the same kind of battery. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, without the wait.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do a video. Can everyone say ConnectCO after 3? Okay. Yay. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
ConnectCO.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you guys got off.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I was about to do some questions.
Yeah, good answer.